So today we're going to make banana bread. Last week my children ate a ton of bananas, which means that this week they ate none. So I have some super ripe bananas I need to do something with anyway, and they love anything with chocolate chips in it. So I'm going to use up the bananas and have a way that makes me feel better about feeding my children chocolatey bread. So for this banana bread, we can do everything mixing in one bowl, which cuts down on dishes, right? We need 2 to 3 ripe bananas. I have 3, so I'm going to use 3. A lot of times I will use 2 good sized ones and it's good enough. I need a half a teaspoon of baking soda. I need, it says a pinch of salt. Literally never put salt in there because I don't care. 3/4 cup of sugar. Oops, forgot the sugar. Put that over here. I need an egg, a teaspoon of vanilla, a cup and a half of all-purpose flour, and then I just kind of chuck in some chocolate chips to make it as chocolatey as I want to do. And I don't know if I said the butter, but there's a 1/3 cup butter there. So we'll get this all mixed up. You start out with the bananas. We'll mash up the bananas first and then mix it with the butter. So I forgot to say that before I started with any of this, I preheated the oven to 350, and I have an 8x4 pan that I have greased waiting for my stuff to be ready. And I put my butter in little chunks like this because it'll be easier to mix into the banana. Okay, our next thing, now that that's all blended together, is to put in an egg. I'm going to mix that up. And then we'll put in the sugar and the baking soda and mix that up first. I have a tendency to get impatient and I just throw all of the dry ingredients in right away, and apparently that's frowned upon because it makes it uneven, but my kids always eat it whether it's uneven or not apparently, so YOLO. Also, while we're doing wet stuff, I think I'm just going to put in the teaspoon of vanilla, because it doesn't make any sense to do all that dry stuff and then to do the wet. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's gonna bake. The butter's gonna melt. It'll be fine. It looks like this, right? It's not very appetizing right now at all. A lot of recipes want you to melt the butter ahead of time, but I don't want to wash a butter bowl today, so I'm not going to, and it will work out just fine. Okay, so I did my egg. Now I'm gonna do 3/4 cup of sugar. That is close enough. Get this out of the way.
Daddy, there's your truck over there.
And then I need a half a teaspoon of baking soda, not baking powder. I had to go to Publix specifically for this today, but that's okay because the kids got a treat. We'll mix this. And I'm going to switch utensils so I can mix. Okay, so we just have 1.5 cups of flour. I'm using a 1/2 cup at a time because it fits in my jar better. And then I switched over to one of these little rubber spatulas so that I can mix it a little bit better and scoop all those sides apart. I get all of this mixed up and then I'll throw in some chocolate chips so that I can see a little bit better about how many chocolate chips are actually going into this. Hey Maddie, please don't play in the garbage. Okay, so my batter looks like this now, right? It's not perfect. There are chunks of banana. There are a little bit of chunks of butter in here, but there are no chunks of flour. There's no chunks of sugar. You're not going to get some gross bite of something. Those mystery bites. So I'm literally just going to pour in some and then give it a little mix. Most people probably measure this. I am not going to do that. I like to eyeball these things. That's probably why I'm not the best at baking. But that looks good. That was a good amount. So whatever that was, I'm going to say 1/2 cup. I'm going to say 1/2 cup of chocolate chips went into this. And now I'm going to pour it into my greased pan here. The magic of YouTube. Boom. Beautiful, right? We're going to stick this in the oven for about an hour. I check it at 45 minutes to make sure that it didn't bake fast or slow. You know, you've got time. And then we'll use the toothpick method to make sure it's baked through. So we'll put it in. Okay, I took it out of the oven after about 55 minutes. Do the test here. Comes out clean. Okay, so then I just transfer it to a wire rack, let it cool for a little bit, and then we can slice into it. Okay, I'm going to slice into it probably a little bit early because once again I'm impatient and it's not cool all the way. But I'm going to use a bread knife so it won't tear it up so much. We'll see what it looks like here. Perfect. There we go. Beautiful banana bread. What do you think? Turned out pretty good? Alright, cool. Okay, well, that's banana bread. Thanks for watching. If you want to follow along with more, like, do stuff at home, half crunchy stuff, be sure to like the video and subscribe. Thanks. Say bye, Lincoln.
Bye.